Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and today I'm going to be telling you pretty much everything you could ever need to know about this little thing here, the Pokémon GO Plus. This little thing has captured the interest of many a Pokémon GO player, but there's a bit of confusion as to what it actually does, what it can and can't do, and a lot of it seems to have come from a bit of miscommunication from Nintendo's PR team. So to alleviate this tragic issue, I have put it upon myself to tell you everything you could possibly need to know about it, and I'm going to attempt to do it all in a single take. So wish me luck. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's do this thing. Now, it runs in the background. Yes, Pokémon GO Plus can mean that Pokémon GO will run in the background, so you don't have to have it open every single moment that you want to be playing it. So you can have the screen locked and all that lovely stuff, and that moves on to my next point, is that it still tracks your distance in the background, even when your screen's off and everything like that. So if you want to go for a long walk, but you don't want to drain your battery quite as much, or you don't just want to be walking around having Pokemon Go in your pocket, or have out in your hand, or in your pocket is what I meant to say, and therefore accidentally maybe touching buttons using your delicious thigh. So that's pretty good. Moving on, it costs £35 retail, which is pretty chuffing expensive if you ask me. But it is a lot cheaper than the fact that people are selling it on eBay for about £60 a pop at the moment, because you can't find it anywhere. Don't do that. Just buy it when it's available. Pre-order it on Nintendo UK's website. Pre-order it wherever you like. Just don't buy it from any sort of eBay reseller or anything like that, because they're taking you for a ride. Anyway, you can capture new Pokemon. Yes, indeed, you can capture new Pokemon with this thing. There was a lot of information that said you couldn't, but that is not the case. You can capture new Pokemon, and it will let you know, and I will tell you how later on. You cannot use, anything but Pokeballs using this thing. Yes, that's right, Great Balls and Ultra Balls cannot be used. If you run out of Pokeballs, you cannot catch a single thing with it, which is a bit annoying, but, well, sod's law and all that sort of thing. If you run out of Pokeballs, you are completely stuffed. You need to buy some more. I pretty much just made that point anyway. I don't know why they have that separately. You can catch Pokemon whilst moving quickly. Yes, if you are a passenger in a car or you're on public transport or something like that, you can use this thing, press a button, and you will still be able to catch Pokemon. And that is actually quite good in a way, because this thing seems to also load Pokemon faster than it does on the app itself, which is really handy because if you've ever been on public transport trying to catch Pokemon, quite often you'll see nearby Pokemon and they just appear and disappear from the little nearby thing in the corner, which I believe now is called sightings. That is not an issue anymore, because this thing gets it about 10, maybe even 20 seconds quicker than actually in the app natively itself, so that's pretty good. It's not waterproof, so don't swim with it. Pretty straightforward. It's not waterproof. Don't go swimming with it. If you disconnect the device, if you want to disconnect the device more, I mean to say, you can do so by pressing and holding the button for about 8 seconds or so. It's not, I don't know the exact amount of time, but if you do want to disconnect it for whatever reason, maybe use it on a different phone or something like that, you can do that. A little known fact, it runs on a CR2032 battery, which is the same battery that was used in the Sega Saturn for its internal save feature. Just a little tidbit there. Yes, you can get Stardust and XP from catching Pokemon. It's just like catching Pokemon in the game, except you only get one attempt at it. And once that one attempt is gone, you do not have another chance to capture it. Not using this, not using main game app thing, not in-app, as it were. So be careful. It does have its sort of its Achilles heel, if you like. Now we move on to the next round, which I'm going to cut here because, my goodness, I'm running out of breath. And this is the lightning round, also known as the quickfire LED round. The little button in this has an LED inside it, and its LED can tell you an awful lot of things. And I'm going to tell you what every single one of those are. And bear in mind, when I say buzz in this, I'm referring to vibrations, not sound. This does not produce any sound whatsoever. So let's go. A flashing blue LED with no buzzing means this device is scanning for a connection. How interesting. A flashing blue LED with buzzing, so going boom, 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 boom. That means a Pokestop is nearby, so you can press the button and get some lovely items. A flashing green LED whilst buzzing, it means a Pokemon is nearby, so you want to go and catch that by doing the same thing. Just press the button, it'll let you know whether you have or whether you haven't. A flashing yellow LED, now I said I'd come on to this, means that there is a Pokemon nearby that you have not caught or possibly seen yet. Basically a Pokemon that's not in your Pokedex, that it will be represented with a yellow light, so that's Cool. Anyway, moving on. We have got a pulsing white LED with buzzes, means that you are currently trying to catch a Pokemon, and so it sort of goes boop, boop, boop. And then that's like the Pokeball shaking, I think, or something like that. So don't get confused if that happens. Anyway, moving on. A rainbow of flashing colors with buzzing means that you have caught a Pokemon, or you've got certain items from a Pokestop. And when it comes to the Pokestop side of things, the number of vibrations when that happens equates to the number of items you receive. For example, will mean you've received 3 items. Pretty self-explanatory. 3 buzzes and a red LED after trying to catch a Pokemon means that you are out of Pokeballs, and as previously mentioned, that means you're going to need to get some more, possibly at a Pokestop, using this thing. 1 long buzz is one long buzz and a red LED after trying to get a Pokestop means you're out of the range of the Pokestop you just hit. So that means you're either going to have to go back there, or if you can't for whatever reason, you're on public transport or something, that means tough luck, it's over. A whole lot of buzzing and a red LED means that the device has been disconnected, or you have lost signal on your phone or smart device. I don't know many people who use a tablet, but I know that people do, and that is what that means. And a short buzz with no LED after pressing the button just means it's still connected. You can just test if you're not sure. Maybe nothing's happened for a while. You can just press the button, and if it just goes and no LED, that means it's still connected. So you can be glad about that. And that is the end of the LED bonus round, and that is pretty much everything you'd ever need to know about the Pokemon GO Plus. Well, I hope you found this informative. I found it tiring, to say the very least, and now that's all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you hit that subscribe button and see whether it goes without lighting up, I don't know. And be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye. Oh my word. Oh my word. I've just got back from holiday. Cut me some slack. My voice hurts.